Hey guys, we're live. Sorry, I'm talking shit on Louie as usual, but it's me. It's me, Krista Marie, reality Krista Marie. I'm outside. My lighting sucks. Bravo, babe. Christina is here, and I'm so fucking excited. Like, you guys know, I
Hi.
have a friend. Hi. She literally has the tea. So, but
Yeah,
we're
we
not really going to talk
have our
about tea because
backyard session.
this is a really nice backyard session too. I don't know where she's at. She doesn't have to tell us because I always forget. I always get yelled at when I say where we're at, where I'm at. It's kind of
Oh, I'm in
obvious.
Chicago.
Are you really?
Yes.
Wow. I'm so Jersey. I don't even know how. Like, I don't even know how to leave Jersey. Really, I can get to New York. I can get to Philly, and I can go south. I can go to Adams. I can drive to Adams straight, and that's it. And that's
Yeah.
all. And that's California. I just don't leave. Oh my God, we're live. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Listen, I've been smoking all day, guys. All right, we're here. We're gonna talk OC. Not really though, a little bit. And then we have Vanderpump stuff to talk about. We have probably a hell of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
The New York reboot. Did you watch that?
no, I didn't. I'm kind of being a brat. I'm kind of like, I don't know them really yet.
Yeah.
I'm
My
gonna have
take
to.
on it is that it was awesome. I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah, I really
I
did.
I think that I'll watch it because it's not that I don't like Atlanta. I'm waiting for the Drew stuff because I want them to rally around her like they did in Miami for Lisa. Because when that was happening, I'm like, wow, that's what it's supposed to be. Like, you're really supposed to be riding
Yeah,
for your
like a
girls. Like,
sisterhood. Yeah.
you go from Jersey, who, I mean, I can't really tell you who's actually really friends in that group. They're really not, like
Right.
just Dolores, basically. She's friends with because she's just a loyal person. But like with Miami, they were so like traumatized for her. Did you see them? They're like, oh my God, he did what?
All
And
of
then
their
here,
reactions were like genuinely like what happened.
and Drew needs that. Drew needs that validation because I feel like he's been taking it from her for so long.
Oh yeah.
He he literally
She needs
takes
to
any
be
validation.
100%.
And it's like
I
when
want to see them rally around her like that. I could see Kenya doing it.
that's what I was gonna say. But then Kenya also did that last she did one little thing for her, sticking up for her to her husband, and then kind of tore Drew apart the next episode. I'm like, well, that sucks. Like Kenya had me literally. I didn't really like Kenya after Bolo stuff. I'm like, I'll never rob a bank with her. Like she literally
Yeah.
told everything. We couldn't. We had no choice but to see through like blinded windows. Like they were really trying to cover that up. There
Right.
was
And
actually
then
footage.
yeah. See,
And
and that
then
was like 2 seasons ago, I think. I forgot about that.
I don't forget because I'm like every time I see Kenya, I'm like I don't like her. I just don't. You're not gonna go and tell everybody what happened that night. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was some damaging shit.
Right.
But she rallied for Drew, and I was like, you know what? If the rest of the girls do this, that'd be amazing.
And I
Because
hope
in my opinion, is we got really used to the last 2 years criminalistic behavior, and so obsessed with the toxicity that we couldn't, which is cool and all. But I think that we think now that all the seasons are going to suck, with there's no criminals, and I
that's
was
so
so
true and so sad.
Isn't it sad? We had 13 years of perfect housewife shows until that shit started happening. And we're like, oh, it's going to suck. It's going to be so boring. And now I'm looking at OC and I'm like, does it really suck? Or do I just really, I don't know. What do you think about OC right now? What's your
I think that the newbie has like strong potential, but
lover?
Joe and Tamara have like you can tell that there's something else there. They used to be friends before at Cut
It's called
Fitness,
thirstiness. It's called
but
thirstiness.
yeah, and the most recent episode, Tamara looks very thirsty. Like when she
Yeah,
throws the in the face, it looks staged. And then when she walks away, she doesn't even know what to say or how to react. So she just like she's like, yeah, you break up with your boyfriend, you're a bitch. Like she didn't even know what to say because there was no reason for what she was doing.
just like Teresa. It's like she makes all the noise in the room. She gets the loudest in the room because you try to ask her what's wrong and she can't tell you. I said, please somebody tell me, what is she angry at Joe? What is she actually mad at with the Gorgas? She's what for what? The only real reason I ever saw her be mad for, and it's her problem, is when Dad was dying. and she was upset with Joe for not spending time with the dad. In her head, I understand her reality there, but that's misplaced anger from years ago. What else is the problem? Because you were friends last season or two
Right.
seasons ago, everything was fucking fine. Now there I go, person, not even 10 minutes in. But
Well,
hey guys,
hi. Well, then what gets to me is with Tamara tonight. I feel like Jen was looking at her and she was like, kind of like, throw me a bone here. Like, we have history. I'm in the group because you brought me in. Like, why are you dogging me right now? Kind of vibe. And Tamara just like disrespected her by throwing that napkin in her face. And Jen was like super classy in her response. She kind of just like sat there and was like, what are you doing? It's like she knew she was making her look bad.
it's
All
the
on
fourth
her
time
own.
that she did it with that night with Shannon. She's like, "You're a liar, liar, liar." I was like, "Do you have another word?" Like, I would just
Yeah.
look at you and go, "Are you okay?" If I was Shannon, I'd be like, "Are you all right?" Like,
Yeah,
what's
like
wrong?
she just wants to be the loudest in the room.
And she hates Teresa so much. I was like, Tamara, you are Tamara. You are my new hero for fighting with Teresa the way I do. Because nobody tells her to shut the fuck up. Like, you just need to stop. And I'm like,
Yeah.
good. I like Tamara. I can deal with her again. And then when she pulled up on that bike on episode 1 and they tried love bombing each other, I'm like, that is so weird, first of all. Why are you
No,
talking
it
about it
was.
with her mom there? What are you trying to prove to us? That's where my head's going. And why are you telling people something that Ryan said to you 4 years ago? He wants to F you? Oh, well, he probably did. I'm sure a lot of guys say that about you, Tamara. You're pretty hot. But why are you telling Jen on camera? Thirsty.
So later, yeah. And not only that, when Jen then says, well, do you really want to go there? That's when Tamara freaks out. And it's like, well, you can dish it, but you can't take it. And that's when you just walk away with nothing to say. So I think that scene was super annoying. And I think that you can see Taylor's reaction that she has no idea what's going on, which is hilarious.
I know.
She's like
She
looking back and forth and she's like, what's going on?
We need that cat meme. We need that cat meme back up. Because I'm
Oh,
sorry, I'm not trying to be really mean about. I don't go for people's looks, but I feel like that Taylor has really overdone the fillers, and I don't know. Her face doesn't look right to me, and I can't figure out
I
if it's
think
her drink
it's the sunken in cheek thing.
and is it from her fillers,
Right.
maybe.
There's
I
that buccal fat surgery, buccal fat removal.
and I just don't see what are we getting from Taylor. I don't know anything about her life. I know nothing about her husband really, except
So far,
except for
nothing. Yeah, so far, nothing.
right. She's just literally, she was told probably to mess with Heather from like Alex Baskin probably said, you need to F with Heather if you want us to keep you. So she makes that fake thing. That was so weird. I'm like, Heather, I'm glad Heather told her to F off. I would have told her to F off too. How dare you?
That whole situation was weird. That whole scenario was odd. I felt for Taylor only because I think she genuinely wanted to like be a part of this like film industry and like thought that Heather would be like a good like sidekick to help her. But at the same time, I don't know. She just like went about it the wrong way.
I really think she thought getting that I think she felt demoted when she got sent to that other room far away from everyone. I think she got the hint that she had to make something happen. So I don't know. It's just a very weird way to fight with Heather because it just wasn't normal. It's like, but you're not making sense. And Gina, Heather's making sense.
Gina's all over the place.
I know. I'm sorry, but your boyfriend is going to be a little like, why are you so upset? I hope she's secretly saying, I'm doing it for the cameras. I don't really miss my ex. Like,
right. But he kisses her ass in the confessional though. I watched it and I literally was like, is this even a real person? Because he was like, I am her person. So if she wasn't talking to me about these things, she would be talking to somebody else. And I would rather her be talking to me. So I'm glad that she is. And it was kind of like, okay, is this real?
That sounds like an emotional affair to me. It sounds like he's worried about her. An emotional affair.
I was so.
But like I said, she didn't even consider it an affair until everybody else did. She legit said, you really didn't cheat, though. So I don't really think you really didn't cheat. But Tamara said she did. Well, was Tamara in the room? And even if she did suck his dick 10,000 times, who cares? It's not your business. We know
Right.
that they did something, whether they hooked up or not. I don't really care. I like the fact that her husband came out and said, I am sorry. It's not your fault. And I understand. Like, that, to me, everybody else just needs to stop talking about it. Her husband
Yeah.
apologized to her, on camera, so we could all see that she's not crazy or whatever.
Right.
You know how
Right.
with the narrative, they're trying to make it seem like she was the bad one. And I'm like, all she was doing was like protecting her emotional well-being and having an emotional. I mean, I would probably be the one to have an emotional affair because I need that kind of like, I don't know. I just would need that. So if I felt emotionally abandoned, I would either have to leave or I would
Need that
probably have an
connection. Yeah.
yes. I need to have a person. Like Erin's my person sometimes. I'll be like, or like Gabby, like they're my person sometimes, you know. But I felt bad for her because I'm like, but like you said, she's classy, and you can tell that when she said to Erin, or not Erin, sorry, Erin, when she said to Gina, it's not my job to make you feel good about me. Like, I was like, wow, good. That's good. That's really good. That's a good comeback. Because what is Gina going to say to that?
Exactly. And I think that Emily is kind of just like a sideline character right now. She's just like watching. I mean, her not going on the trip was kind of a big deal because a lot happened on the trip. And now
Yeah.
she came back and she had like a nice family scene. We got to see that with her mom, reconciliation, whatever. But other than that, I feel like she's totally just been sidelined.
I think she felt, I don't know. See, I think she doesn't, I keep saying the storyline thing, but I agree with people. I don't think the storyline's really that important because I would be interested in her life I like her life with Shane. I think that they're funny and I like her family life. But when she gets around the girls, she plays that like Laverne and Shirley kind of person. And it's like, Gina's kind of like a bad person to side with at the moment. Gina just looks really not fitting in. I don't know. She's trying to, and it's just coming off very
like inauthentic.
Yeah, watch it back, Gina. Please watch it back.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of watching stuff back, do you think that Rachel Raquel, my theory is, she didn't realize how bad she was coming off until she probably maybe watched the season back and saw how her words weren't matching. But so imagine that, like you know that you're caught, and then you have to watch on camera. You lie through your teeth, and that's the fool, right?
Oh,
it probably destroyed her. If she had any sense of self left, it might have destroyed her, and she went into therapy, which she was where she should be. And I feel like coming out of that, if you believe she was there, I believe she was. Coming out of that, going right back to that situation. What did you hear today? Like, what did she do today? I heard there's a lot of Rachel Raquel scenes.
Right. So first of all, there's a dog that's been in Lake Tahoe that James was walking, and it looks
really
like, a thing. Well, it looks like Graham. I like so, and he was in a group photo that they took, whatever. So I was like, where did that dog come from? But she's not, as of today, she was not in Lake Tahoe. But that I feel like that no, not today. But she was spotted for the first time in the last 90 days. And she was wearing a hat, and the hat said, "Be a good person."
Jesus God, does she need Simon Says on her? All right, I'm going to be mean for a second. Her life seems like it became Simon Says. She didn't know how to act until somebody told her how to act. So what in the world are you wearing a hat that's telling you what to do? Because what did therapy do for you? You need to wear a hat that says that?
Yeah, I know.
Nothing. So what did therapy do for her?
Nothing.
You don't need a hat to say that.
So that was the first time that she's been seen like post therapy or whatever. I still think there's a chance she's gonna go to Tahoe.
Oh God, I think she was. Yeah,
but Ariana and Katie did not go.
Really?
They did not go because both of the Toms went, and they're not in obviously a place where they can be cordial yet.
But wait, is the rest of the cast cordial with the Toms?
Yeah, they took a group photo, and Sheena was. So the group photo was Brock, Tom Sandoval, Sheena, Lala, James, Allie, other Tom.
Was it real? Did it look like they actually enjoyed it? Because listen, if anything, Tom would have to give me at least a year of like proving that you're not this. Because I thought he was a different person. I thought Tom Sandoval was perfect. I really did. my whole reason for hating Jax was because of Sandoval. And I could not even, I remember it was like 3 a.m. I was sweating. Gabby's like, guess what, Rachel, she's telling me the Sandoval story. And I'm like sweating at 3 a.m. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? I'm like, so they just like hooked up once, right? And they regret it and they're sad about it. And she's like, no, it's not like that at all. It's okay. I'm like, yeah. So then watching him be such a gaslighter and just try to really like straighten the narrative that Ariana's a piece of poop or something, that made me so angry that we would not be able to talk to him.
No, that really got to me. Here, hold on. I'm moving inside because I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes.
It's just started to rain. If I move, I'll probably lose everything. I look crooked. I am crooked. Wow, I was really crooked. No wonder I look crooked. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream because I feel like I keep forgetting you guys are here. I love you all for being here, by the way.
We love you, but sometimes we can be a hot mess, and that's okay.
Sure. I'm like, by the time I leave you 5 messages today, I was like, just get caught up with my messages. Don't have to respond right away. Oh, but I'm like I told you, I'm my best at 5 a.m. or like 4 a.m.
I like waking up and having like a manifesting morning before my kids wake up. Like I set my intentions for the day. I do my like, okay, did I miss anything overnight Bravo wise? And then all the kids wake up and then it's like a shit show.
I can't believe, guys, can I tell them that you're a mom of 3? Like,
oh yeah,
under 5. This girl, look at how young she looks. First of all, you don't have to give me your age, but you look like you're in your 30s at least.
You
or like maybe like 29.
29 exactly.
Oh my god, yeah, about 29. Oh my god.
Yeah. Wow. So 3 kids under 5, but
and Bravo.
It's in Bravo. It's golden hour when they're sleeping though. Like that's when I can get all this cool stuff done.
Oh guys, make sure you go to, I'll link her stuff when we're done. It's Gossip with Bravo Babe podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make sure her podcast is on Spotify now. But you know how you guys, we can get it on every platform. I'm going to make sure it goes on Spotify. She's going to be on every platform.
And I got another guest today too. I'm going to have Leanne Locken from Dallas on. We need to get all of that figured out before she comes on. She's doing it on. Yeah, she's doing it on Monday.
That's all right. Let's answer your question. This is like pretend you guys are. I don't even know. I've never asked anybody for an interview only because I didn't think I was like. I didn't know how. I didn't know if like you have to pay these people. Yeah. I don't know anything. Like, do you just call and ask? Like, hey, would you like to do an interview?
Like, I didn't know either. So I literally like typed up like a formal email like, hi, my name's Christina. I do this. I would like you to be on my podcast because of this, blah, blah, blah. And I would just send it like Instagram DM or if they had like an email button on their page. Okay. Sometimes that would link them to their assistant. So you would be emailing their assistant essentially. And like sometimes, a lot of times they either say they're on a press break and they can't do anything unless the network books it for them. That's why like Behind the Velvet Rope can get so many interviews. It's because he's paid by the network. So,
okay.
That'll be the answer a lot of the times. Or they'll simply just pass because like it's not a big enough platform.
See, that's what I thought, right? But then I'll see like, I don't know, I'll see other platforms that aren't like they're small like mine, and they get people, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you said, "Are you friends with Bravo Mom?" Yes, I am.
Yeah,
I love Ashley. Yeah, we like her.
Yeah, I actually like sent her a little message today. I was like, hey, I was like, stop by our stream later. And there was somebody else that popped up that I haven't seen. Housewife Guru. Did you see her yet? Him? I don't even know. It's a new Instagram account, Housewife Guru. And I said, hey, I was like, welcome to the Bravo world, unless you're somebody we already know. And like, because I'm like, who's this now? Right?
There's a page on Twitter, the real guru of Housewives or the Real Housewives Guru. And we don't get along with him blocked.
That might be the person. He said he had a little issue. Whoever it was that I had a little issue. I'm back now, and I was like, oh. I was like, I'm not even gonna guess on it because I know that there's one person that has 5 accounts. So I'm not gonna say who, but it's obvious.
There's a couple. No, there's a couple people that do.
I know, and I didn't know what people did that. I was like, why are you getting Why are we getting cease and desist? What did you do? What did you do? Nobody gets a cease and desist that con. Who does that? We have to
The
scrap two episodes.
doxing has gotten to another level.
Hey, when you work with Louis Varela and people find that out and find out you're lying about them, big time lying, I mean, then it made sense. I was very upset with that when it happened. I was like, I feel so bad that it happened. I was very like, I even yelled at these guys. I was like, don't even call me right now because I literally on her side. I'm not gonna. I said I'm done with Melissa and Joe. And then I'm like, shit. I'm like, things aren't making sense. There's 1,000 people talking about them. Why her?
Right.
And then I was like, huh. What does one deem worthy of working for Louis Varela? That weirdo.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you to message me back, but make sure I tell you later. It was just cute. It was like, hey, thanks for reaching out. That's nice. Blah, blah, blah. It's somebody that's probably going to be showing up a lot more, and it's going to piss Louis off. Put it that way.
Oh.
Who just literally showed back up in his life because he made that happen. And, had a fake patient go to her, that, I don't want to say her name just in case she doesn't want me to talk about, but you know who I'm talking about, his ex. I was like, hey.
I'm so confused now. No.
Vanessa, yeah.
Yeah.
She's been showing up a lot. Like she's going on podcasts and stuff. And then Dana's like, she's a really good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, thanks for not running away. I was like, I know a lot of the people like that person, and that's what he wants. He wants you to run. And she's like, you're not telling me anything. I don't know. And I was like, stick with it because we're on your side. I said, there's a lot of women that are on your side. And she's like, thank you for saying that. I was like, I'm a random stranger. I'm like, I know, but like, it was cool. I looked in, I was like, oh wow, there she is. I was like, let me just say hi real quick. Because I was saying to Dana, I'm like, Dana, are you going to get her? She going to do the interview with you? I'm like, I really need, I think it'd be awesome for her to speak out, especially with Dana's platform, because she gives people the platform to do that, a safe space.
Right. So is she going to do it, do you think?
I don't know. I think so. It's not that she doesn't want to. I don't know if maybe Vanessa changed her mind, or maybe they're still doing it and they just haven't reached.
Maybe they're just yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It might be Dana's busy too. But I think she did say Vanessa did want to wait a couple of weeks because things were starting to heat up with him, and I thought maybe she just wanted to exit stage left and just go.
Yeah.
Which brings me up to our next subject, Dina.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So the first thing that I saw was shout out. It was like Reality Blurb. They posted that Dina unfollowed Teresa. And I was like, okay, but because I always rooted for that friendship. I really did. But I was like, did she ever follow her in the first place? And she did. So she did really click unfollow them. I heard from one of my, sources that she will not go anywhere near anything that has to do with Louis. So if that means unfollowing and distancing herself from Teresa, then that's what she's going to do. It's deeper than just the cameras not being at the wedding. It's deeper than her issue with Dolores and the Caroline situation. It goes more with David and Louis, and it goes with she sees what a terrible person he is. So she's not going to associate with him whatsoever.
No, especially when he makes claims of being. First, he claims to be a wise guy, which there's no such thing anyway. Why would she want to associate herself with somebody in that field of work again?
Right.
After what happened? I mean, she moved across the country, and I feel bad that I'm even talking about her now because that's what she wants us to stop talking about her. So I promise you, I love you. This is the last time I say anything, but I don't blame you. Last summer, I said the emotional boundaries that she puts in place are crossed constantly, and her emotional well-being is way more than
way more.
Yeah. Teresa just doesn't have it in her to. I honestly don't think she really needs to hurt everybody, because I don't think she recognizes the pain that she causes people, because I don't think she feels the same way that we do. It's just It's probably her fault, because it's like Joe. I see Joe's face and he's devastated. It's not like he doesn't want this for his sister or his life. Could you imagine your family member doing that to you?
No, I definitely couldn't.
20 years and you're going to tell me to leave my wife? If my sister-in-law did that to me, oh my God. I would expect my husband to never talk to her again. I mean, honestly, if you don't know who I am by now, and I'm talking about Melissa and Teresa, it's like, Teresa, you know that Melissa's not it. She's not a money grubbing. There's nobody in Jersey cares about money that much. We really don't give out Kyle to get on a goddamn TV show. Rachel didn't even need to do that. That's the thing. The people that like that narrative comes from Louis and Teresa. None of these things were recycled and brought back up again until about, I don't know, 2 seasons since Louis came in the picture.
Yeah. And it's like what was the question that the girls were asked, the Giudice girls were asked in their interview? It was like, when was the last time that things were good? And Gia answered, and she was like, right before my mom met Louis. Like, hello.
I know. It's like, this is my theory with Gia. I think Gia is so smart and she understands her mother and knows that being her, like telling her to leave him is not going to work. To keep her mom safe, I truly believe she needs to stay close and play the role and just protect her mom until Teresa realizes. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I had a hard time. I wouldn't watch the wedding because I didn't want to see certain people there that would trigger money. You know, people that aren't even on the show anymore. And it's like, I also was thinking, man, I don't even know how I feel like she was questioning her decision at that moment. I mean,
I didn't watch the wedding special.
I couldn't. I just was like, it's not even, at that point, I didn't think that I really
so uninterested.
That, and he's just so hard to fight. At that point, I couldn't even I was so angry with what he was doing outside of the show and on the show. I'm like, this is a joke. I'm like, I'm not crazy. This guy's really doing this shit. Like, people are really calling Joe Gorga out for things that Louis is doing and things that Joe Giudice did to Teresa. I'm like, Teresa, don't you realize everything you blamed or what you're telling your brother he does is you're the lying fraud on paper. Your husband actually cheated on you and actually put you in prison. Like, all the things that she claims about frauds and liars, he's a grifter. And it's like, that's why I can't take her serious. Like, if she was really angry at Joe for something, I'd be like, all right, I'll give it to you. Like, there's digital proof that I was on her side last summer. Whose side are you on? Teresa. Because of Marge. I liked Marge. But when you tell me to stop fucking talking, stop fucking talking. Like, if I tell you, we're on a show, but stop talking about my dude. Stop talking about my dude.
You gotta
like,
stop.
We all knew. We didn't need Marge to say shit. We saw the video, my man. We saw it.
Yeah.
You told us about Nona's pajamas. Like, you told us about the PI. You brought up Bo Dietl.
And he brought it up. And then even Andy was literally like, we talked about this for an hour at the reunion. And now you're telling me that you made it up. And then Bo Dietl came out and was like, I never did any work for him. But then he came out again and he was like, but he like backtracked and none of it made sense. So obviously he was hired and did something.
And I'm sorry, but Vanessa's not stupid. I don't think that somebody randomly picked her that worked for Bo Dietl. Come on, man.
No, that is bizarre. That is creepy.
Weird.
That is weird. So weird. And like how like about invasion of privacy, like beyond. Like that is just so twisted.
And it's like Teresa. It was February. You were married for 4 months by then. Why is he doing this to Teresa?
Yeah.
To torture the girl? Are you okay with that? Like, is she okay with this? No, I don't think she really is. I don't. And
it's like watching everything back. It's like if she's still like, does she even watch? Probably not.
The fact that she said she never watched the show, she's fucking lying.
Like,
They had the blog. They had to blog the episodes, the first couple seasons. Man, I'm so demonetized right now.
You're what?
Demonetized for cursing. Oh. If I wanted to monetize the video, I would be able to. But I mean, honestly, like, I didn't think that Bravo was going to bring Louis back. I said, look, nobody's saying fire Teresa. They don't want Louis. He's not safe. He's a lunatic.
And Marge is saying that she won't film with him either.
He's the worst person there is. And it's, fuck David. I know. Best friend. David's an idiot. Me and David are going to fight. We're going to fight. Kim's going to have to referee us. If he tells me one good
David,
thing
heard David, ew.
Oh my God, you should hear him. Bo Dietl loves me. We're friends. We're icing Louis out. And I'm like,
maybe I'll unblock him just to read everything and then reblock him.
I'll send you the Patreon. Don't even pay the money. I'll send you.
I would never.
I know. See, I think because I support everyone, because I feel like I'm somebody that you probably wouldn't want to support. If you really hurt me, you'd be like, oh, this girl's nuts. Like, I'm not, I'm a slow burn here. So, like, I get it. I used to stick up for Teresa because I understand how people are around here. But me knowing how people are around here, I'm telling you that people don't get out pretty how they get on TV. We're really not that. Like, we really don't care about money. That, like, they had money. The Gorgas had money. They were very successful before the show, during the show, after the show. You know who wasn't? You know who was not successful? Fucking Teresa. Sorry, she wasn't. Her husband was. And that went away. Mm-hmm. And I get why Joe misses Joe Giudice. I miss Joe Giudice. Like,
I would love to see Joe on my screen again, but that's never going to happen.
Yeah. I was like, oh, good, he can go. And I'm like, oh my God, we need him back. He's safe. Louis,
we just need his comedic relief.
Yeah. And I loved him with Kathy and the Achilles. I loved him with Kathy. I loved him with the Achilles. And I think that, like, that's a goddamn shame that this country is so effed that they sent him away. But they keep somebody like Louis Ruelas. Like, do they not see this weirdo? Like, he's not even the kind of guy that you're afraid of because you think he's going to kill you and get away with it. He snaps and strangles you out and then realizes there's a private camera there. And then realizes he's fucked. Like, I'm winning. And it's like every shade of red. And you're like, I know people see this. Like, I know that I'm not the only one watching this, right? It was 3 a.m. I'm like, David, are you going to wake up tomorrow morning and tell me that this shit's fucking normal? If you go on your podcast that this shit's fucking normal, I'm going to lose it. He's like, go ahead. Nobody's going to listen to it. I'm like, I know. I fucking know. Who am I? It's crazy. Yeah, David, I'm like, I don't know. I think he's just doing it to fuck with it. I really don't think he can't really believe the bullshit. I really don't think he does. I think he just hates Joe Gorga for some reason. And I don't know why. You don't personally know him, so why would you hate him? Right. I would say that's the other person that goes after them. You don't really know them. Why are you so hateful? Why do you hate Rachel? Why are you calling people ugly? What the fuck is going on? Somebody, like, where are the bodies buried now? Somebody tell me, what do you got going on over here? Because now I'm really, like, screwed up because I'm like, oh my God, she wasn't really my friend. Oh my God, like, I'm a bad how did this happen? No. I mean, I would have shit talked him anyway, but, like, I don't need you to pay me to smear him. He shows that to me. And that's the thing. People tell you who they are. I said, no, they show you who they are. You gotta believe that. You have to believe people when they show you. Come on. You know what I mean? Like,
so that kind of leads me to the Erica thing with the earrings. Yeah. What happened like recently, like today, like hours ago?
Yeah. So you think she should have them back?
The court ordered that they are hers, like today.
She should sell them and pay back the victims because whether she knew or not, she did live off of their money. At some point in time, that money was not hers to spend, whether they're earrings or a car or your lifestyle. You should be, if they're not already paid back, you should, okay, I'll take the earrings, I'll take the cash, and I'll split up with the victim.
And hopefully that's what she does. Now that they're hers, hopefully that is what she does.
You think she will?
No.
Well, according to some content creators, they think she's validated. They think that she has actually been, like, I don't know, proven not guilty or something. All they did was say they couldn't prove that the earrings were bought by Jardine Peace. It doesn't mean the guy didn't rob the fuck out of that. God did all of his clients and spend it on her. Right. That really happened. This is literally a piece of fucking paper that they couldn't prove. That's it. O.J. Simpson. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. So hello, Erica. You're in California. You're still guilty. I'm sorry. I know, Aaron, you don't believe, and Zach will fight with me all day long. She's not validated, y'all. She's not. All she gets is her fucking earrings back that she doesn't even deserve to have to begin with. You make $900,000 a season. Why do you need those earrings?
Do you think that she knew? Do you think that she knew what was going on?
I think that. Well, put it this way: his ex-wife put it in a divorce decree 40 fucking years ago. So if everybody else heard what he was doing, I'm sure she heard something. I think she was promised that the victims would always get their money no matter what. I'll always make sure it's okay. People do this all the time. I'll never do that to you. And I think they never banked on him getting old, decrepit, senile, COVID, and him not being able to keep up the ruse. And she dipped out. She dipped out at the end of the marriage. Where he literally was at the bottom of a cliff. She could have left him for dead, but she left. And it's like that to me. Nobody will tell me what she left him for. What? Why she? If she didn't know, then why did she file for divorce?
Oh,
Why?
that's the reason. I believe that's 100% the reason why she
Right.
left him, without a
And if
doubt.
somebody's not telling me another reason, then that's there's no other logical reason to leave an old man who has money you think you're getting. Why
Well,
would you
and she
divorce him?
said I was going to hold his hand until he died. Well, then why didn't you?
She did at the bottom of the cliff for 6 hours and didn't hope that he died. And then when he didn't call an ambulance. Listen, you're not gonna make me ever believe that night. If that really happened, she needs to go to jail. Because how do you leave an 85-year-old man to go to sleep that night? If you know he's at the bottom of a cliff for 6 hours, flipped his car.
Yeah.
First of all, why would you make him go to the hospital? If you love this man, you holding his hand,
it was like fix the ankle when PK was like, "Oh yeah, fix the ankle."
The ankle. I'm like, oh, still, the guy was fucking going to court, and then all of a sudden one day he's shitting himself, and he can't speak, he can't deny, he can't go to court, he can't defend himself. But the motherfucker's doing. I lost her, guys. I think she could wait for her. I'll wait for her to come back in. That might have been my I don't know if you guys hear this, but it's raining really bad here. I'm gonna see if she can come back in. Yeah, guys, I think she tried to leave him at the bottom of the cliff. That's my own. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't you take him to a hospital? Why would you make that man not go to it? For real? Unless you wanted him to die because you knew that he spent all that damn money on you and that you were going to have to literally pay it back. You probably only had to I'm sorry. She's not validated. Aaron, do you think she's validated? Because I don't. The only thing we found out today, thank you. And the only thing that validated was that they couldn't prove the earrings were bought by Girardi and Pete. We know a lot of other shit was that. It's California, like I said. I'll let you know. Wait, couldn't prove it. Sorry. Also can't prove that she knew. So it's like your morals are, if you think about it, if you believe her, you believe her. If you don't, you don't. It's like a moral decision, I think, at this point. You can't prove anything. Oh, God, so random. Let me message her. See what happens. She has a lot of Rachel stuff to tell us. I keep getting a sidetracked, though. I'll let her do the Rachel Raquel stuff because it's actually pretty good. You guys probably already know, but I tried not to see the TV guys because I love to subscribe. She's like, wait, my laptop, or her laptop died. That's plug in. Okay, she's gonna come back in. Her laptop died. Oh God, it's so hot here. I really thought that if I waited until tonight, I'd be all right. But oh, my fan's raining. I had to shut the fan off because it was raining. But yeah, so I really do believe that. I don't know. I mean, I say this too. Aaron is a pretty good judge of character, and I would say, well, you would think that Aaron's never had anything. Nobody's ever screwed Aaron. I'm talking about Aaron Gate. She never really. I think maybe she never really got anybody ever screwed over, but she's had the worst of the worst happen. I'm not going to give her business away, but I feel like Aaron, of all people, knows how shitty humans can be, and if you trust her, then maybe I should. You did talk me into it is really high. You really did talk me into seeing her side a little bit, and I did. I thought that maybe she found out in the middle, or found out maybe towards the end, and I wouldn't blame her for leaving at the end. I wouldn't blame her for leaving at the bottom of the cliff either. You're going to leave me high and dry with this money to pay back that you stole. When you promise me, if that's the case, if you promise me these men were always going to get their money, these people were always going to get their money, I might just believe you, and I might just say, hey, are people getting paid? Because I don't feel comfortable going and doing pat the puss if people aren't getting paid, But they weren't. And I don't know if they are now. And if there was something going on and she was working with other feds or some other governmental agency and she was told to keep quiet, just say that. Just say, all right, maybe she's turned a new leaf. Maybe she actually grew a heart. Maybe it grew two sizes. I don't know. Did I really? No, I'm not seriously though. I love you. I mean that. And I was in my feelings earlier. I get it. I'm starting to come back to reality and realize I probably should apologize for my outburst. My commenting outburst. I'm not going to talk about it. But if you go through comments on other people's stuff, I'm pretty mean to you. mistaken. But yeah, Rachel Raquel, apparently there's a sighting today. Like I said, you guys probably did see the tea. I didn't, but I think she was away. And I think that it's a very bad idea for her to walk right back into the situation. It's probably not healthy, especially if you have to wear a hat that says be a good person. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I want to say she's better, or I don't know, she was where she needed to be. But she's a joke. Yeah, I agree. Be a good person. But your life was a game of Simon Says. That's what it felt like. It was a shame. Because listen, I was watching back before the reunion, just this season, before we found out about Scandal, and she was actually pretty fucking normal. I mean, for her, she was at least aware of feelings, aware of situations that are not right and things that are wrong. And it felt like when Sandoval hit, it was like, oh, something must have really like went very wrong in her head. And she had to be where she was. But coming back out of that, I mean, you haven't even had a chance to come back into society and see what everybody was saying and all the things that were happening while you were away. Because if you're making macaroni art for Sandoval and having written love letters, you probably weren't allowed to be on the phone or on a device to see how bad people were dragging her and dehumanizing her. And I'm a offender for like a couple of weeks. I was pretty angry, but I wrote I'm not a bad person. I felt bad for the girl. I feel bad for Teresa. When you're not aware of how bad your reality is, like, I feel bad for you because I've been there, I know. But see, then don't say that's the thing. I would love for her to do that. I would love for her to start a GoFundMe at some point. I don't know. Shaw, I mean, Shaw kind of took over my anger when she came out and was pleading not guilty. I mean, she was actively saying not guilty. But yeah, I would like them to literally maybe start a GoFundMe last year. I don't know, something. But you're making $900 million. I think you're actually making more money, Erica, this season. You're back in Vegas with your, I don't know, your career that costs money. He's not validated. And like you would think my problem with Zach would be that, but I've been over that stuff for years. I feel like I love you, Aaron. Oh, you mad because of work, yeah. Yeah. But make sure she's there. Yeah, Bravo Babe's awesome. I like yesterday, I was like, do you want your live tomorrow? She's like, maybe. She's like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, okay, awesome. But, can you guys even hear me? This rain, Aaron, is it raining? I know you have to go to bed, but it really just came out of nowhere. You guys can't see it behind me, but I just hear it like full really loud and fruit. I have a 10 minutes. Okay, love you. Good night. I know, I think it worked. No, you're off tomorrow. I had to change Aaron's birthday. Personal reasons, we had to change Aaron's birthday. No longer a couple months ago. I think we're going to make it tomorrow. And I might have to have a party for him tomorrow. I know. I think she's trying to get back in. And she's charging her laptop. Yeah, she said for a minute. Yeah. She was getting yelled at today by content creators for having opinions. I'm like, welcome to my world. Because I didn't realize, honestly, guys, that like I know I can't really hide how I feel. It's all over my face and I kind of give it away. I didn't realize that I have to kind of be biased because I hear everybody, a lot of comments, they're like, I have to be biased here. And I'm like, I mean, I understand the logic behind being biased. I don't want to like offend the other people. Who did I say? I saw somebody say today. The girl that is on New York with Jenna, she was doing an interview, and the interviewer was like, I got to be biased. So, and I was like, I know, it's hard. So then, like, so another person that I was trying to tell me, I'm like, can you guys tell me what's wrong? What do I do? What am I doing wrong? I understand my issues, right? And they're like, well, you are a little like biased. I'm like, I came here for I want to give my opinion, but I'm also not trying to make money. I would like people to like me. So listen, I don't think I'm that nasty about Teresa. I'm nasty about Luke. And dude deserves it. He started it. He literally started it. Like, he started it. And he's still doing it. It's the net. Yeah. Shay, I think you're like me too. Like, I can't even, if I'm a little bit upset, you can tell. If I'm happy, you can tell. If I'm high, you can just tell. I never knew how expressive I was until this came about. And I'm like, wait. And the other night, I know you guys were on the pay, but oh my God, I had gotten my fillers done and my cheek, I look like I got hit in the face. Yeah. And it's like, oh crap. That's why people don't want to work with me? Oh my. Okay. What am I going to do? I think, though. I'm not going to pretend to like fucking Louis Varela. Sorry. I'm not going to pretend that Jen Shah is not guilty. I'm going to pretend that I believe Erica. But it's not that I didn't understand. I understand. I also was a criminal at one point. I understand what happens and how you can get there and how you can be roped into something and not really mean to end up there. But I mean, it's all about what happens afterwards. Like, what do you do the next morning? How do you handle it? How do you come back from it? Do you come back from it? Do you double down on it? Do you show progress? Like, to me, show progress, and then maybe I'll start to believe that you're a good person. So, I know. Listen, how long have I been on now? I can't even tell. I got a whole new setup, guys. I even got like an Apple device for the first time ever. So if you see me squinting and looking at the chart, I haven't been able to like make the screen bigger yet, and I'm trying to find my time and I don't see it anywhere. If you guys can tell me how long I've been on, that'd be great. I should start everything. Yeah, I know. I listen. I've had a really, I'm mental, a rough mental week. Like, yeah, and it was a triggering situation. So it was a situational thing. So yeah, I'm bipolar. Yeah, I'm all that stuff. I can handle it. So I know. I want to be that person. I want to do that. I don't want to change, but I feel like there's something that's going on that I'll talk about. I don't want to talk about fear because that's but I'm just in my feelings. I feel neglected. I feel like I'm not being invited to the cool kids table. That's all that. I think after 2 years and 3 events, maybe not. I don't know. And I'm like, am I that horrible of a content creator that I'm not, I don't know. It is what it is. And then I was being told, I get it. I know. And you always have. I know, and I know, I get it. I see my flaws. I know that. That's why you don't see me a lot, because I literally, it's like a loop that plays in my head. Everything that I feel like is wrong with me. That's it. Like, I'll come on here. Between the rain, the plane, the train. I mean, I don't think I can. That's how freaking loud it is. Do you hear the rain? I know, and somebody else said to me, they're like, the only problem is we don't do it enough, and I'm like, my subscriber count goes up when I do that because I share the shit out of my stuff, and I post the crap out of my thumbnails. My 99% of my traffic comes from other platforms. I know. I mean, come on, it's like if I'm not, I don't. I call myself out. I think it's a defense mechanism for me. Before I yanked out earlier, I sent her a message that was meant for Gabby. Gabby, you're on here. You heard my messages earlier. I think I yanked out one of them. I was like, oh my God, please. I'm like, I'm going to try my fault with me. Sorry, I had to unsend it. But thank you guys for showing up. Let me see if she's still here. Maybe we'll have to do another day. But it's really loud. She's going to hear it. Yeah, so the Erica stuff, it's just, I don't know. Like I said, it's not what you know, it's what we can prove in court. And that's unfortunately the truth everywhere. And I just feel like it's very strange that she would have not known. And I'm sorry that you left him and couldn't give us a reason. I mean, if you say it could be stealing from the people, okay, that's a good reason. I would have left his ears too. I probably would have left a lot sooner, but maybe she couldn't figure out no. I don't know. I just feel like not saying it is giving up. Thank you. No, she yells at me now. That's her biggest thing. Like when I'm like, "What's wrong with me?" She's like, "That's perfect." She's like, "I watch your video. She's like, I watch people leave your stream when you say the bad words." I'm like, "Really? But did they stop watching Jersey outside of Jersey when they first?" So I feel like they first did thing. Shay, the funniest thing is the other day I was trying to edit out all my curses, and I'm like, "Hey, I said I only curse me." I said, "Babe, listen with me, and if you hear me curse, just write that time down, and I can go back." I said I only curse like twice, I think, 18 times. I thought it was twice. It was 18 times. I'm like, all right. Maybe there's a little bit of a problem here. Maybe I really just can't help it. And then I heard Lala say something like, she's got a new managing podcast company, and she's like, I got to think of a word and put it in front of me for F and just use that from now on, like I don't know, stinking instead of F. I don't know. That's not a good one for me. See, I don't notice when you do it either. And how did I not know? Like you and I have had many conversations on the phone, and I understand us, but I don't think anybody else can understand our conversation. We're so ADHD, but I understand you. I know what you're saying. We're trying to get through a conversation. That's why I was like, "You're gonna have ADHD? How did I not know?" I knew that. I didn't know that. But that's probably why. But yeah, I love you guys. I see there's a lot of people here on time, but I feel bad that her thing got. And probably should. I told her I was like, I'm really excited to probably try not to talk over you. I try not to. I'm not used to having somebody out there. I know. I called Shay. I'm like, what did I miss? I've been absent for 2 days on purpose. What's going on? Bravo, babe's like, here's like 48 hours of things that you still haven't even heard yet. And she's like, this happened, and this happened. I'm like, it did. I knew about the Erica stuff because I was watching Zach a little bit, because I couldn't understand what he was so happy about with Erica. I'm like, did they come out and say she legitimately did not know? Like, did we get absolute proof that here I am, what, 3 years later? Whenever she filed for divorce, I'm still fucking fighting the fact that I'm still defending the fact that I think that I just have to stop. It's not really irrelevant at this point. It's how she acts now. Oh, the Diana Bot thing. Did you guys hear about that? That's another thing. So Bravo Babe told me that they found out who actually was doing it. Like Garcelle knows the person is not knows that some guy in Montecito or somewhere in California, and I think China Jenkins hired the guy. I think that she hired the guy to say that he did it or something. Thank you. Yep. I know. I do that, and then you'll call me and say, "Where have you been? Are you okay? I have not seen you." I'm like, I'm just, I think 2 or 3 times. What year are we in? 2023, right? I didn't start this until December of 2021. So I don't know. What am I going on here? I think I've only taken off that 1 month last October, and then just refill it. I get my feelings. I get so. I'm like, things happen. I don't we're talking about them on here because it has to do with people that other people can tell talking about them. But a lot of the stuff that happens affects me badly, and I'm like, it's like I'm stuck in my house. I don't want to leave my house because I don't want to run into people that trigger me. And we can. Oh God, if I have to hear that, oh God, if I have to hear that over the summer on my beach, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Actually, guys, like a Sandoval's over, and I didn't miss it. I actually didn't. I kind of forgot. I was like, it went away very quick. As quickly as it came on, it went away quickly as it came on. And then when people started talking about it again, I was like, oh, I kind of forgot about all that. Ariana looks happy. Everybody's starting to forgive the Toms. So for me, that's a good thing. That means Jax will be iced out. Because the worst thing that could happen to me is that dude getting back on the show. Because I think it would take me probably 3 years at least to convince him he's not special. Because he would. He would literally say that the show got picked up because of him. He'll say that it canceled because he wasn't on it. And he'll have like a validating reason because they put him back on there. And I would have to spend 3 years at least 3 years trying to convince him otherwise. Right? He'd be like, I know. Now he's Lathan Sandoval. How did he get out of this guy? How is he cool with everyone? I'm still mad at him. I'm just saying, I'm still mad at him. I wouldn't want to go on a trip with him. I don't blame Ariana and Katie. Katie is kind of, I don't know, did Tom Ford get a girlfriend or something? Is that why Katie didn't go? Does she have a boyfriend, guys? Do we know anything like that yet? Because, I don't know, maybe Katie stayed home to be with Ariana, but Ariana has a hot boyfriend. You know? I don't know. I think that we all, I guess with me, I get sick of the seasons. I'm like, done, and then a new season will start with something else. I'm excited, and that blows up. I'm sorry, OC is far rough. Oh, me too. Then, I mean, listen, 6 of my bridesmaids have X's over their heads. All good reason. Each one's a different reason. But I'm also like, I'm hard on my people. I'm just, I am. My brother actually said to me earlier, he's like, I'm not trying to tell you how to feel. He's like, you asked me, you know, if I feel certain ways about, like, because I said, do you ever get really angry at his girlfriend and but not mean the things you say? Because to me, when you say things like that to me, I feel like you mean it. And whether you love me at one point or not, you can't possibly still love me at that point. You know, my brother's like, that's not true. I say things that to his person. He's like, because I get pushed that way. He's like, but I feel bad about it, and I really do love her. And I'm like, he's like, your husband, you know, whoever does really love you. He's like, you can't just leave somebody the first time that they're bad to you. And if that's not the, I don't do that. I did that for 36 years. I let people walk all over me, and I was just like, okay, I just didn't help myself. You know, and so I married an amazing person, and I do things. I did things fucked up in fear of losing him because my life was in chaos forever. My life was always in chaos, and I think I kept it that way purposely because I can control chaos. I can't control nothing. When there's nothing going on, I can't control it. I feel like the rug's gonna be taken out from under me, and I finally am at a point where I cut all this toxicity out. If I see like any weird people come up behind me or anything, let me know. It's very dark right there, and you know how to find me. And there's nothing. There's a building that's it. And I feel like sometimes people are creepy around here. But yeah. I don't know. I feel bad that she's not back on. But we talked to everybody about it, but like whoever's still listening, I know you're still saying I was really struggling this week. And I feel like it's probably a first issue. But I know. They're getting paid. I get it, but I don't know. Hey, look, if they can forgive, and maybe it's just a picture, maybe it's just a photo that Tom. I mean, hey, if I wanted to get back in the friend group, I'd be showing up to everything too. Dude, I'm sorry. I really am convinced. I don't know. Maybe I'm too easy. I don't know. Maybe I'm too forgiving, not too forgiving. People, I don't know Sandoval personally, right? So to me, it looked like the person we knew fell off the wagon. You know, maybe him and Rachel Raquel got into some substance abuse thing, and they have it dry out. And now they're back to reality, and they're like, holy shit, Dad, he's really effed up. That'd be wonderful. If we get some accountability out of both of them, that'd be great. Hey, film all you want, pay me a lot of money to be around you. I'll be looking at you sideways, Sandoval, but hey, at least I know you care, you know? Right. I mean, come on, how could you? Sheena was cutting it. Like, I mean, Sheena, James, I mean, look, they were talking about James, but he does deserve to be as upset as he was. Like, it wasn't even about her. It was more, I mean, honestly, it could be about her because if you're watching a person that you loved for a very long time and you were going to have kids with your wife turn into what we saw, which I believe something broke, I would be spinning too. I would be like, you're a motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, do I think James runs to the bathroom a lot? Yeah. But hey, maybe he needed a new shot. I'm smoking, right? Like, I'm not judging that. And I feel like he had a very good valid reason. I don't know how they could be over it. It really hasn't been that long. And we know it was real, you know? Oh, you guys see something behind me? Or I think all my lights are out. Usually I have lights on. I don't know over. I don't get to. I feel really creeped out right now. And that's weird for me because I'm an alien, so why would I be weird? I mean, I'm a whole alien. Like, for real, for real. Nothing really freaks me out, but not even spirit. People freak me out. Actual humans freak me out. Like, drones going over my head and hanging over my house freak me out. Like, I'm sorry. There's just a lot of weird shit that happens. And a lot of it, Louis a fucking weirdo, man. I don't know how else to explain him. Not he's a narcissist, yeah. Is he delusional? Yeah. Is he wrapped up in his own world? Yeah. Is he gonna destroy himself? Probably. People like him that can't hide it are the ones that end up in prison. You don't, it's not a sustainable lifestyle to be a grifter. It's really not. It's a dear John. He's in prison. Maybe dude had some money. It does look like I'm I am. And then I go Diva. It's like very, not very big. Oh, I don't have the wrong camera on. Never mind. I have an actual camera. I mean, usually it's like very, there's my house. Very bright. Lights. The only lights that stayed on. Oh god, this is horrible. I forgot I have the mirrored image going on, but my pool, everything's like a dark mess right now. I know. I spend literally the whole reason I was absent off of here for a couple weeks in the beginning is because I just felt like this being not. I love being out here. If I'm not at the beach, I'm the pool. I'm here. It does, doesn't it, behind me? It does, but see that weird white thing right there? When I turn around, I don't see that. Oh, it's a reflection. Never mind. It's reflection. Yeah, like I usually pool lights on. I don't know if maybe the electric went out back there. I was trying to get my solar lights back on. Because they're all behind me. If you guys, I wish it was lit up because you should see I have canna horns. They're 20-foot, like they look like palm trees. And you can't see them. Usually there's lights back there and you can't see them. I'm so upset. It's the third summer in a row that I love my backyard. I'm going to do the podcast from out back. I'm just going to do it from out back. I'm going to figure it out. But never do it. I lost 7 phones. Broke 7 phones in 2 summers. Kept dropping it in the pool. Then I'm like, screwed. I'm not doing my hair and makeup. It's too hot. Okay. Third one now out here. My camera keeps down blowing. Probably a good thing because I have high AF. But yeah, Bravo babe, love her. She's so cute. Literally, she's like, I know she has a podcast. I'm like, why are you? And she's like, I don't know how. I'm like, I will get it literally in 24 hours. We're gonna have her podcast. She's on Spotify, so please go follow her. But I'm gonna ask her to come back a couple of times. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a weekly thing. I'm not sure. We literally probably talk for hours about Bravo. So I was like, I'm gonna because we're within an hour because she does have 3 kids under the age of 5, and she's an hour behind me. But she's really cool. Love her a lot. And she talks to a lot of the people that I talk to, so I trust her. Because I trust those people, like Thea and Dana. People that have no hidden agenda. That's all I care about. Like, I don't like sneak. Sneak. Just stuff. I don't like sneakiness. I don't like sneaky stuff. I don't like sneakiness. Come be who you are. Louis told us who he was. He told us, but then he doubled down and took it back. Sorry, he took it back. He really was wearing Nano's pajamas. He really was. Dude's really wearing Nano's pajamas. He really did all the things he was accused of. And just like I said, same thing. Can't really disprove it, you know. We know that, again, nobody's going to film with him. Nobody will go near him. Bravo's going to have to think about that because, again, everybody's like, aren't you mad that you're still mad? Are you mad? I'm like, why would I be mad? Look at the damage he did in 1 season. Imagine what we're doing 2. Look at the see himself destruct. And I want that. I want to see himself destruct. I don't have hatred for a lot of people. Like, and like true, like I can't say hate him. I don't know him enough to hate him. I don't like people like him. And I can't peg him. He's a weirdo. I call it. But the narcissist and all that thing is absolute weirdo. I'm sorry, Mr. Chuck. I can't even like it. We can't think of another word for it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I know his motives are to be ahead, but he's not a dumb guy. He's just a delusional. He's a prostitute, guys. Allegedly. I know he does. He's toxic, okay? That's all not positive. Figure it out. Look at him. He's red. Every shade of red. Boiled overlaps. I'm not judging either. Look, I don't judge the drugs, the alcohol. I judge the behaviors that people do on your said behavior, the way you act on the drugs is my problem. I was self-medicating addict for 24 years. Still am. I'm not hard about it, but like, I get addiction, I get alcoholism, I just don't get being a 45-year-old liar, thief, all that. If that's what you got to do, then you shouldn't be sorry. You can't be responsible for that. And yeah, I know, don't be drugs, but I don't look for the government. Okay. Just saying. I'm honest, that's my problem. Like shade, like you are. Yeah, I know. Like I really, guys, I don't know who's hearing me now, but like I never, I'll call it lashing out. I don't really lash out on content creators or friends because I'm like, we all have a different, we really do have our own lives. I don't get mad about that stuff. Like I get it. I don't have time. I can barely get to my own. I feel very unsupported by people that I have been friends with, and I thought, I don't know. I feel like an idiot saying that, but like I really feel hurt right now. And I just do. And I'm tired of not saying it. Like I could unsubscribe, unfollow people, and they not notice, and they or not care, not hurt my feelings. But like I feel like actively said something that I probably feel a little bit about. And it's probably not me. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I just know if there's any issues with people with me, it's probably because I'm very opinionated and I don't hide nothing. I'm trying. I'm trying to bring you the facts, or smile when I say the things I'm saying. I don't know how nice I can say it, but dude's a fucking weirdo. It's the only person I don't hate Teresa. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for Joe. Thank you. I'll carry her still here. I love you. I know. She is pretty. I could not be. I heard her this morning. She's like, I'm going to the zoo. I was like, oh, you have a long day. And like, if you're too tired later, I get it because I'm usually in bed right now, but I went to the receipt here. And plus, it's really kind of cold out here. I hate being in my house. It's too hot. I don't like to be inside in the summer. I know. And then me and Shay will talk on the phone. I'm like, I feel bad because we were the same. And we understand each other, but I feel like sometimes I don't let you finish your sentence. I'm like, I gotta stop doing that for her. I understand. That's the one thing I can say about Teresa. I mean, how could I hate her? I'm kind of just like her, except I'm not wrong. I'm my reactiveness and the way I think about people. I just have a heart, and she leads with her. I don't think her heart. She leads with. I can't really. It's easy for me to understand her, but hard to explain it. Kind of. It's super friend. What is this wrong here? And you're cooking. Oh, well. The long part of my hair isn't always in my hip. This is the fake part of my hair. And yeah, my hair is back 99% of the time. Yeah. To get this, it takes hours. Yeah. I have extensions I wear I wear extensions just to literally be outside because my hair is actually really short. And I colored it way too much in my life that it's just not the same anymore. The only person I know with actual hair like this that's real is Rachel. Rachel from Jersey. Housewife. Her hair is 1000% natural, long, virgin hair. And I don't know anybody that has virgin hair like that. I definitely don't. So the long part that you see is fake. But I also don't cook. And I don't have my bracelets on right now. I don't have my bracelets on right now either. I don't cook. I mean, there's two of us. I don't eat meat, so it's kind of hard for me to cook. I'll cook for my husband. When I do eat meat, it's like bacon. Or like I'll eat a sausage patty once a year. And maybe a cheeseburger in New York. I know it's weird. I don't eat meat. I don't not eat meat because I don't want to kill animals. I don't. That's not my reason. I get sick from it. Yeah, I do. And you know what? People have said that her hair is real too, by the way. Actually, Teresa does have real hair. She wears a little bit of extensions, but yeah. You see, that would be if I did a cooking show. Like people said, they want to do your crafts on camera. Well, something's in mine. Do you see that back there? See that? You see that, right? Something's watching me. Not when I turn around now. Only on the camera. I mean, we're okay. Yeah. See, my hair's back 90. Even before I even go on live, it's back. It's always back. Yeah. I only do it for this stuff. But if I could show you my hair it's short. It's very thin too. And I don't like I have plain black hair. Only because I don't color because it will kill my hair. I blow up. So I wear it for color too. But the second I'm not on here, I have my daytime extensions in, which are like the cheaper ones. And then I have ones that I wear for. The only thing I buy pretty regularly is my hair. Unfortunately, I don't spend a lot of money on other stuff. I mean, kind of don't, you know. I'm not like a person that buys like really expensive clothes or anything. So I have a tanning bed, so I don't spend money on that. The electric bill doesn't really go anywhere. People thought my electric bill would go high. No, I think 99% of us have tanning beds in our house in Jersey. I don't have to leave. I have no reason to leave my house. I have my tools, my podcast, my food, my weed, my cats, my plants, and you guys. You have thick hair, don't you? See, I had that long, curly, thick hair. Not really curly, but I had that really thick hair. And then when I became a hairdresser, I cut the shit out of it, bleached the shit out of it in the early 2000s, a good 24 some years ago. And then my last time my hair actually was falling out was for my wedding. I actually taped an extension then one time, and it was a mistake. There's an animal back there. The glue, it was summertime, so after my wedding was in June, I didn't get my hair taken out until Jesus fucking Christ. Guys, I know there's something there. Just scared the shit out of me. Guys, I think once again, I'll get freaked out. And my neighbor's probably right next door, and we're so close to each other that I really don't have to worry. And I have weapons everywhere. I'm usually not like that. Something just freaked me out though. Okay, please. If you see anybody behind me, just let me know. I know. Terry, seriously, like I love morning walks. I do. I did for a long time. I like to walk on the beach or I'll walk to get coffee. I have to. And then I stopped doing that too. I just, I don't trust my mouth. I don't trust running into certain people because it's not me that I don't like people, they say shit to me and I can't do anything back because I have a lot to lose. So it's just easier for me not to, and look, hey, it's all me, it's my fault. I'm the one who can't control myself. I get it. That's why I'm like with Teresa. Don't put yourself in positions. I get it that are going to make you freak the fuck out and say things and do things that you aren't really politically correct or not what everybody else thinks is normal. So I stay home. I don't engage with people unless I'm 40, almost 46 years old. Me and my husband, our lives are just pretty boring at this point, and I love it. My life is chaos for 25 years. That's what I was saying. When it's chaos, I can control it. When there's no chaos, I can't control that, and that's my problem. It feels like it. I know. It's the only time. Water, I need to be around water. I've always had to have water near me. I don't know because I grew up by the shore. I don't know. But even now, I've always had to have a pool or like a pond. Like I need that in my space. And I always try to think like, why? I'm an alien. I know I'm an alien. I'm saying that. Well, it's probably on a water planet. Just saying, probably on a water planet. And it's probably why it brings me such peace. Like I love being out here. And my plants, I love my plants. I've never lost a plant either by anything. I have a pretty good array of all kinds of different plants that I plant from seeds, that I plant from rhizomes. I dig her out of the ground, and I'm like the plant whisperer. They're pretty freaking nice. So I like being out here with my plants. That's what I do. And my cats, I have 4 if you got the ones that are out here. It really does, man. It does. I don't know. It just does. I just lay in the pool and I stare at the sky. I always say I'm looking for portals and aliens. I know where the portals are. I like to watch the sky. You guys should try it sometime. I have like a whole telescope. You should see the things that are in the sky. People say, "Oh, I don't believe in aliens." Just look in the sky. Just look up. Seriously, just look up. Not the movie, but literally, like, probably up there right now. Like Pleiadian shit. Oh, there's Terry, those bracelets I wear on this arm, and then the necklace. It's all channeled. It's crystals and different like amethyst and stuff, and it's actually channel Pleiadian energy from the girl. Her name's Elizabeth April. She's on YouTube, but she's also on Gaia, and she has a website. But she's like a remote viewer. She's in contact with the ship, with the Pleiadians and all that. If you guys believe in that stuff, just saying. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe in conspiracies. I believe in facts. And the CIA made up the word conspiracy. Okay, just saying. That's all I'm gonna say. But I feel like yeah. Probably shouldn't. I'm gonna be really freaked out. I'm here, like you guys can't hear. I'm gonna go inside. Yeah, bleach it. You do. I did see your blonde hair. Yeah. See, I would have like I just need color in my hair. And it's not even like I have color, I blonde or so. Seriously, I might feel like my brother would jump out and freak me out. I'm telling you, there's a space between my two fences, the fence and the other fence next to it. So somebody could be literally right by the fence ready to murder me right now. I have a gun, guys. I have weapons. I'm just saying, legally have weapons. I will slice, I will kill somebody. I'm telling you. Oh my God. Have you ever seen it? It's so pretty. I'll take a picture of it. Oh yeah, I have it on here. If I'm not wearing it, it's usually in my purse. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not saying who cares about me or anything, but every time I hear a weird thing, I actually think twice about it too. Because I really practice them up bad. I don't really care because it's me. Like, who do you think you are? Like, really? Why are you already deciding who these people are before you even know them? Is Sam your person? Or is that your... How do I not know who Sam is? I should know who Sam is, right? Do we talk about Sam, Shay? No, I've been watching a lot. Well, you guys know I watch Dana 22. Dana is the only person I trust. I trust all her information. She's never steered us wrong. And she knows a lot. She knows things I don't even know. I'm like, you don't even live here. I'm trying to get her to, like, I don't know, admit that she's from Jersey. I really think she is. No. She knows things like Kim D. Kim knows a lot of stuff. And then people get on Kim shit, but it's only because she can't validate her. You only know what people tell you. You can't really validate what somebody tells you unless you get them on video or, you know what I mean? Unless she's carried a camera around and like records what people say to prove that she's right, you know. I just think she's gonna have to mediate with David. David, we're gonna fight. We probably are. We have this one night of Luann's cabaret and then his show. I think we're fighting. It's too much of him being in Jersey for him not to run his mouth. Just saying. Love you, David, but it make it really hard lately. But look, he's a good content creator. He's a good podcaster. Kim's a good person. She's just doing her thing. She's making money being Kim. Oh, that's your dude. Ooh. I love your country. Shay, remind me to show you my Warren shirt. Remember I told you I didn't know what it meant? And I got 2 shirts that say Nashville. I ordered them when I was still... Oh, I just saw an orb. There's just an orb from me. Wow. A pretty nice one too. Like a real, oh my God. All right, I'm going in. It's not freaking me out. I'm just... Yeah. Just saying, I had weapons. Just saying. But that orb was cute. It was nice. It was guys, I really wish I had it on camera. It was literally in front of my face. Oh, yeah. Please let me know if somebody comes up behind me. How are my lights not on? Like, I'm telling you. I really hope there's nobody back there. Like, I have a gun under here. A legal gun. I will shoot you. Just saying. And I have cameras everywhere, too. I'm just, if I get out of here to check them, what am I going to do? All right. I'm going to put myself. Anyway, I'm talking to you guys like everybody said. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. All right. I love you all. Shay, I will talk to you later. Terry, love you. Mama Bear. And it's kind of late for me, guys. No, right? I'll be back. I keep saying I'll be back tomorrow. All right, I'm going in. I'm freaking out. I'm going in. I'm freaking out. All right, love you all. Shay, text me. Oh, don't text my number right now. I'll tell you right later. Love you. Love you all. Like, comment, subscribe, all that crap. Sorry about the stream earlier. I'll get her back on tomorrow. You'll follow her gossip at Bravo B on Spotify. And I'm going to get her on all the other ones. Love you. Been nice with you. Yes. Yeah, I'm really freaking out. I'm freaking out. Love you guys.